Abraham Lincoln must be rolling in his grave right now. So if you haven't seen this, it's over at the Chicago Tribune. 7 counties in Illinois have proposed a bill. It's passed the Indiana State House. And they proposed a bill, these 7 counties, to secede from Illinois and join Indiana because Indiana is experiencing an economic boom right now. So I'll share the article with you. And let me share some of the headlines that are out there about this. Welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Now, if you're new to the channel, I don't do any fancy graphics. There's no epic soundtracks. You're not going to see my ugly kisser here on the video. So we just talk about the news of the day, maybe a tinge of politics. The main premise, though, is to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. That's what we do on the channel. So let's get to this. And thank you again for watching and subscribing. If you've been watching and subscribing the videos, I have a lot of fun doing this channel. A lot of times I have to do these videos on the fly because I do overnights. I work swing shift. Those of you in the YouTube community, you know how it goes. So it says here that a bill aimed at redrawing the Indiana-Illinois border passed out of the Indiana House Thursday, with the Speaker of the House suggesting that other Midwestern states join Indiana. This could include possibly Kentucky or parts of Kentucky, Ohio, I believe Michigan, trying to push for them possibly to join these 7 counties in moving this state line from Illinois to Indiana, or expanding at least. Now, the commission that they have here includes 5 members appointed by the Indiana governor and 5 members appointed under Illinois law. And get this, the bill passed 69-25, with 3 Democrats joining Republicans to approve the bill. Now, according to, I got a pop-up ad here. Let me go ahead and close that pop-up ad. According to Speaker Todd Houston, Republican from Fishers, he wants to establish an Indiana-Illinois Boundary Adjustment Commission to research the possibility of adjusting these borders between these 2 states, or having these 7 counties join Indiana. Now, Houston suggested that parts of Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan, as I said, should consider joining Indiana as well because since 2020, Indiana's gross domestic product has been stronger compared to other neighboring states. Now, this is a great move. This is an absolutely fantastic move on the part of these 7 counties. They see it. Now, this would represent areas like Gary, which is in Indiana, of course. But this would benefit places like Gary, places that are underserved. So I think this is a win-win all around. Now, of course, there's going to be some legal red tape they're going to have to go through here. But it's looking more and more like a possibility. So before I go any further, let me share some of the other headlines that are out there about this. Oh, by the way, side note. Remember the story I did talking about the SS United States? They finally moved that sucker out of the Port of Philadelphia. Isn't that great? Go check out the footage on that, the history of the SS United States. So great things are happening. Great things are happening in this thing we call the United States. But here's some of the headlines that are out there about what's going on with Illinois. This is over at Indiana Capitol Chronicle. Quote, "We'd love to have you. Illinois secession bill earns Indiana House approval." Over at the Indy Star, Illinois County secession bill passes Indiana House. What's next? CBS News, Indiana lawmaker says proposal to absorb 33 Illinois counties reflects. So I guess there's more than this. More than this. Now, originally they were saying 7 counties. Well, at least these 7 counties are really seriously considering joining Indiana. According to Channel 10 WTHI TV, Illinois secession bill passes first hurdle. So getting back to the article here, Houston highlighted the differences between Indiana and Illinois. Indiana has a balanced budget, a AAA credit rating, low debt, funded pensions, and lower taxes, while Illinois has unfunded pensions and an unbalanced budget and higher taxes. And I also did a video talking about what's going on with the Illinois state flag. So a lot of things are happening right now in Illinois that's kind of under the radar, so to speak, with the news. Why aren't you people in the media? Why aren't you covering this? Why aren't you really covering this? There's only a few outlets like the Chicago Tribune that are covering this. But I talked about Illinois state flag. They're having this debate of whether or not they should change the Illinois state flag. And somebody, I think it was either was at the Chicago Tribune or Chicago Chronicle. Is there the Chicago Chronicle? I can't remember. They got two papers there in Chicago. But in one of these papers, this guy was railing against that, saying, look, we're going to spend all this money on changing the state flag. Do what Cleveland's doing. Have the people vote on it, and you can have two flags. You can have a flag that the people design or want to have in the community, and you can still retain the state flag at all these state buildings. Now, Representative Reagan Hatcher, Democrat from Gary, said she supported the bill when it was heard in the House Government and Regulatory Reform Committee Monday because as a Democrat representing Gary in a Republican supermajority state, she understands the way Republicans in democratically led Illinois feel. I understand what it means to be overlooked. Time and time again, legislation directly affecting Gary has been introduced and advanced by lawmakers from other areas without input from those of us who actually represent the community, she said. Hatcher asked the legislator to extend the same consideration to urban areas of Indiana that it currently is to those of Illinois. Quote, I urge this body to listen not just to those from another state who are seeking a place in Indiana, but also to the voices of the communities that are already here. Let's give the same attention and consideration to the concerns of Indiana's own underrepresented regions as we do to those from outside our borders. Ultimately, Hatcher, though, voted against the bill Thursday, and Representative Phil Giaquinta, pardon my pronunciation, the last name is Giaquinta, who's a Democrat from Fort Wayne, said the bill was a super long shot in getting us all off the real work that we have to do. But according to Representative Jack Jordan, Republican from Bremen, he said he was excited about the bill because as someone who has lived in 10 states, he and his family have been happiest after moving to Indiana, and in Indiana, his family has had positive business and educational opportunities. Quote, I'm glad that we're opening up these discussions to our neighbors to the west. Hopefully we can do them the favor that this state has done for our family. Now, the House bill was heard for the first time Wednesday with 3 Democrat lawmakers proposing amendments that would open the way for Indiana counties to leave the state, only allowing Indiana to take fiscally responsible Illinois counties and legalize marijuana in Indiana. So I guess you have this issue with legalizing marijuana now. So this just goes to show you that there's all these different issues that are involved with wanting to move a state's borders or seceding. But we can do it peacefully. You don't need a war, Abraham Lincoln. You don't need a war to do it. So I thought I'd share this with you. Some things happening in Illinois and Indiana. 7 counties in Illinois, according to the Chicago Tribune here. They are planning to, or they're proposing moving the state border between Illinois or these 7 counties and Indiana. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Another one take type for Friday. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, all that fun jazz. You can now follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. Find me at X, Culture Confederacy, at Culture Confed 1 on X, and now you can find me at Substack. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out, stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing called the United States. I'll catch you next time, and y'all have a great Friday. Take care.